Okay, so we can see on the basis of our estimates that lower SES kids are hearing about a third of the WH dependencies that higher SES kids are hearing. And with the distributions that we estimated from our corpus. But here's the question then: does the learning theory implemented by our developmental model predict that this quantitative difference should matter by age 4, which is where we have that checkpoint about children's behavior for one of our island types, the complex NP islands? And again, we're going to look first at complex NP islands, where it shouldn't matter by age 4 if the learning theory is in fact right. So again, that's our checkpoint. And just a reminder of the behavior we're looking for to indicate knowledge of the appropriate constraints or the appropriate preferences is that we have superadditivity in this kind of interaction plot, where in particular if you have an embedded dependency that has an island structure in it and that island structure is crossing, the dependency is crossing that island structure, it's extra bad, right? It's not just the additive badness of both of the embedded and the island structure present, it's extra bad. So that's the pattern we're looking for. And when we look at complex NP islands, that's exactly the pattern that's predicted, right? So on the basis of their input, the learning model predicts that low SES children also don't like dependencies crossing complex NP islands by age 4. And that means that there's no difference from high SES behavior despite the measurable input difference, especially the amount of WH dependencies they're hearing. So the learning theory is past this checkpoint. So now the question is, okay, great, what does this learning theory, again embedded in this developmental model, predict for the other 3 island types: subject, adjunct, and weather? And the answer is the same thing, right? Superadditivity is predicted to be present for these 3 other island types just as much. So low SES children shouldn't like dependencies crossing these islands either, right? So again, no difference, right, from high SES predicted behavior, right? The same learning outcome knowledge of these 4 syntactic islands. We know this is true for complex NP islands by age 4, and something to be done in the future is to verify that for the other 3 island types that we have here.